guys, I'm going to be doing an Ask FM Q&A. You know how these work. I'll leave the playlist down below and my Ask FM in case you have any questions, and let's get into it. First question is, I'm 15 and I'm a sophomore in high school. Do you think that I'm too young to start dating? I don't think so. I mean, as long as, here's how I think I define like a real relationship. If one of the people has transportation, you're good. I had my first like semi-serious relationship when I was 15 and it was good. He had a car, he could drive us places. It wasn't like mommy and daddy dropping us off to go and have a hangout day. You know, we went on real dates and real like adventures and stuff and it was fun. So no, if you like someone, date them. What are your thoughts on premarital versus marital sex? Do you know anyone who's still waiting for you? If you yourself are waiting, what made you decide to do so? I'm not waiting. I lost my virginity when I was 17. I think if that's something that you want to do, that's great. If it's not something you want to do, that's great. I think sex is something, it's such a personal thing, and you can't judge someone for their decisions when it comes to sex, you know? Even if it's a little bit young by some people's standards, it's something that they did. You can't take it back, so what's the point in being super judgmental about it? You know, just try to make good decisions when it comes to sex. But I definitely don't judge someone if they, you know, want to wait, and I don't judge someone if they don't want to wait. So, but I don't actually know anyone who's still waiting. No. Would you rather be in a burning hot room or below freezing for 5 hours? I'm always cold, and I like it when my room is like kind of hot, and then I can just like lay in bed and kind of sweat everything out. It's so gross, but when I was sick one time, all I did was get in this freezing room under a million covers and just sweat out my sickness. So now whenever I'm like super hot and I'm just like sweating everything out, I kind of feel better. It's probably a mental thing, but it just makes me feel good. So I'd probably pick the hot room. I mean, if I really had to choose, it would probably be the bathroom, and then I could just get in like a cold bath or something. As a parent, what would you do? I'm not a parent, by the way, in case anyone's new. I'm 18, I don't have kids. But if, as a parent, what would you do if your child grew up to deny the religion you believe in? I'm agnostic, so there's not really any religion there. If you don't believe in a religion, would it bother you if your child turned to a religion even though you raised them to know that there wasn't one? I'm going to be raising my kids not to know that there isn't something. I want them to be able to search. You know, if my future children want to go to church and see what that's about, great, we'll go to church. If they want to go to temple to see what that's about, awesome. I'm not going to raise my kids to be like, oh, religion is bad. If you want something to believe in, by all means, you have every freedom to do that. You know, I'm not going to push my lack of beliefs or questioning onto my kids. I mean, I like the way that I was raised when it came to religion. If I had questions, my parents would give me their opinions on it. If I wanted to try something, I could go and try it. But me not, you know, believing in God or being agnostic about it doesn't really affect them. It's not something we talk about all the time unless we like need to answer something or, you know, respond to an opinion or something. Do I have to apply my foundation to my whole face, or can I put it on certain parts where I need it? That can be really dangerous because your face, not like actually dangerous, but the foundation can oxidize, and then wherever you put it, it can look darker. So if you're gonna do that, just do like a tester for a day where you're at home and put the foundation on the spots, and then just wait to see if it changes color, or if it's like really noticeable that there's like a line of foundation here, but it's nowhere else. You know, if you want to just spot treat, using concealer, because that's just, you know, better for that. Has a guy ever bought you tampons? I made my dad go buy me tampons once, but that can be really like tricky because it's not like usually they have a lot of experience on that, so you really have to write down the exact name that you want, and they're gonna have to be okay with probably asking for help for getting that exact thing, because I got some like horrible tiny little applicator free tampons and I couldn't use any of them. Would you ever become vegetarian? I've watched a lot of documentaries on this sort of stuff, and after the documentary I'm always like, okay, I'm not going to be a vegetarian, but I'm going to cut down on my meat. And honestly, I don't eat that much meat. I eat fish occasionally, I eat chicken occasionally, I eat a little bit of beef sometimes, and I like to enjoy my food. And I understand that like harming animals is bad, and I understand that eating animals is harming animals, and the entire system in the way that we get our meat is incredibly corrupt. And one day I might be vegetarian, but I currently eat meat, and I currently will not change that. But I really appreciate being able to talk with people who are vegetarian and they don't like put the pressure on you to be vegetarian. Like, I like learning about this stuff without feeling like, okay, now that you're educated, change. You know, I mean, I just want to get educated on it. What do you think about girls who get with men who are significantly older than they are? I have a friend who's 19 and has been with men in their 30s. Personally, I think it isn't appropriate. Obviously, she can do what she wants. What are your thoughts on this? I have a friend who's in a relationship like that, and they're incredibly happy. I feel like it can be difficult if you're on two different life paths, and obviously the life experience is completely different. But if the two of you are okay with that, and if the two of you are willing to accept the differences and work through the issues, because obviously if it's a dramatic age difference, there's going to be challenges and people looking at you funny and people not believing that this is a real relationship. I mean, if it's just sex, then have sex with whoever you want. But if it's a real relationship, it's going to take work for sure. But if you're happy, that's the number one thing in life. You know, you just have to have an end goal of being happy. And if this person, who's a little older or a little younger or a lot older or a lot younger, as long as it's legal, is the person that makes you happy, by all means go for it. How do I deal with braces in high school? I'm in 11th grade and still have them for another year. How can I feel more comfortable with them? Honestly, it is so worth it when you get them off. My friend Taylor had her braces like months before graduation, so right before pictures for the yearbook and stuff came out, she got her braces off. So just be thankful that you're going to be fine when it comes to graduation, and honest to God, it is so worth all the shitty, like making sure there's no food in your teeth, and you completely forget about all the just trouble that they caused like a month after you get them off. So just keep thinking that it's completely worth it and you only have a year to go. Can guys like a girl who has braces? My entire relationship when I was 15, I had braces. So yeah. How do you not feel even slightly uncomfortable talking about the things you do on YouTube, knowing your family, close and distant, may watch them? I wouldn't want my family to know about my sex life. I leave that up to my family, you know? I feel like I title my videos appropriately, masturbation, sex, and if they want to know about my sex life, then that's their prerogative, but I'm not going to feel embarrassed because they were weird enough to click on the title. Okay, so that is all for this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you do, make sure that you thumbs up and check out the Ask FM playlist down below, because if you like these Q&As, I've got about 50 more for you to watch. So I'm gonna go watch House because I'm almost done season 5 in under a month, and I have an obsession, and I've been watching this all night until like 3 a.m. and my sleep schedule is completely fucked, but that's okay. It's okay, right? Yeah. Okay, bye.